Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So in this one, we're going to be discussing about the Turks replace the Arabs. So let's study. So now in this, again, I have divided this into the couple of points. So now in the very beginning, this is a little bit extra information. This story is a little bit extra story, but the main point, the main story, the main, let's say, connection, the Turks replace the Arabs means, replacing their place, right? That starts exactly right from here. Okay. So for the sake of understanding, let's try to first read that how they were being replaced. Let's try to understand the main points right there. Okay. Now, so for example, point number one says that as the Abbasids. Now remember the Umayyad, and the Abbasid rule we studied already, right? So now let's continue this one. Now first, let's try to understand the main explanation, the main crux of the topic. So as the Abbasid rule weakened, as it got very weak, their rulers were not doing a good job. So the Turkish officers, they gained more power and controlled and carved out the kingdoms for themselves. In the 10th century, many independent Muslim states emerged in Central Asia, and their rulers took the title of Sultan. One of these was Subuk Tagin in Ghazni, the founder of the Ghaznavid Sultanate and father of Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni. So see, this particular from here till here is the main information which is actually telling us that how did these Turks were able to replace the Arabs, right? Now let me just go through this information as well, that which is a little bit extra information, but definitely go through that. It will gonna give you a good idea. So the Turks were the Central Asian tribes whose ancestry goes back to the Mongols. They were nomads who traded in wool, leather, carpets, and horses for wood, silk, vegetables, and grain. Now, if you write this in your answer and if you then continue from here, it will be considered as correct, okay? Because this is the main information that you're already providing. However, this the one in the between, this is extra information. So it's totally up to you, dear students, that you want to include this information or not. It's totally up to you. Okay, so they were conquered. So now let me read it from here for you. It says that they were conquered when the Muslim armies swept across the region, mainly during the era of Khulafai Rashidun or Khulafai Rashidin, and then the Umayyad rule. Now it says that most of the Turks were captured. Most of the Turks were captured and sold as slaves. Now what was happening, that these Turks were being captured by the Arabs and they were being sold as slaves. Then gradually they converted to Islam. Their nomadic culture was later influenced by that of the conquering Arabs and highly civilized Persians. So the things that they were learning were actually influenced by Arabs, which were before them over there, and the highly civilized Persians as well, because the Persian Empire also happened quite before this one as well, right? So now then what happened? Out of them, the slaves, who were the slaves, right, who joined the army, out of them some slaves, they became the part of the armies of the caliphs and the Muslim nobles, and by the 9th century they were commanding their troops in the battle. So see, I told you this thing in the classroom as well, that slowly and gradually they were getting higher in the rank of hierarchy, and they were finding and getting good positions in the government. So that was taking place, and that was actually happening in their time. So guys, that was pretty much about the Turks replaces the Arabs. I hope that was very much clear to you. And yep, see you in the next topic. And the next topic we're going to be doing is part 3, the Mahmud of Ghazni, 998-1030. Now I hope that you are understanding that how to understand history. Unfortunately, I don't know whether I will be able to make video of chapter 13, 14, 15. Probably not, but at least now after watching all these videos since the Persian chapter, and that I've been making videos for you in the midterms as well, I hope you got enough idea that how you need to make an answer. And other than that, we have already studied these topics in detail in the classroom as well. We have done our notebook work as well. So these are just extra reinforcement videos to help you out. And yep, so best wishes for exam. So see you in the next topic.